Hey guys, and welcome to a new little series I'm going to be doing. It's called One Off. And basically what this is I'm going to play a game that's generally going to take about one video to complete. Like this one right here, the first one's going to be Kirby's Dreamland. And basically I'll play the game. It's still like a little very miniature LP, but I'm also going to talk about like some stuff that's going to be happening on my channel and all that kind of stuff. And just talk for a little bit while I get prepared for my next LP, then my next big project like that. So the first one is going to be right here for the Game Boy, Kirby's Dreamland, the very first game that Kirby was ever in. Stage 1, Green Greens. So as y'all probably know, this is before Kirby had the copy ability, so you can't do any copying here. So it's just going to be no copying. It's a really quick, easy game to get people used to Kirby, because Kirby originally was actually a prototype character. They didn't expect him to do so well in the video game world. So anyway, as y'all may know now, I'm done with Radiata stories. So I'm gonna be doing this and then another smallish LP before I start my next big project. This enemy right here is called Poppy Brothers Jr. So all I have to do here is just suck up the bombs and spit it back at him. Anyway, I already have my next little bitty project. It's not going to be anything. I'm finishing up a trilogy that I've already done the first 2 games on. Well, the first trilogy. There's another trilogy in later systems, but it's another trilogy. It's the first trilogy of games. I haven't decided if I want to do the second trilogy yet or not, though. I don't own them all, so that's the reason why. But for my next big project, I decided for the first time ever, I'm going to have y'all guys vote on my next big project. I've never had y'all vote. I've always known what to do, but I think I should, I think for the next one, I decided that, I'm going to let y'all vote on my next Let's Play to get a little bit more fan participation and also to see what kind of games, people have in mind for me to possibly play. That's Maximum Tomato. It heals your energy up completely. Anyway, I already got the 5 games picked out of what I'm going to vote on. And when I start my next little LP, which is probably going to be about 6 parts, if that depends. And here's the first boss of the game. This is, he's made an appearance in almost every Kirby game called Wispy Woods. Basically, you're going to shoot these little things out. You shoot these little apples out at you. Just suck up the apples and spit it back at them. Really easy. So he's already half dead. You stay close to him like that, you won't get hit by the little air that he shoots out. And boom, dead. And you just pick up the star, and level 1's complete. But I'm gonna have y'all vote when I start my next little project here in like the next couple of days. That's when the voting will open, and while I do that next LP, that's when y'all will vote. Let's Stage 2's Castle Low. And anyway. This right here is a microphone. It kills all enemies on the screen. There's 2 different ways you can go. I think I'm going to go this way first. Basically, it's energy, so anyway. Gotta give me a chance to see what kind of games you want me to play, because I know I'm a huge RPG fan, but I'm pretty sure you don't want to see me doing RPGs all the time either, so. And yes, a couple of games y'all will be voting on are RPGs, and I'm not going to tell you which ones they are yet, so. I just got to, there's 3 games that's going to be RPGs. There's different styles. One of them's like an action-adventure beat-em-up game. There's a Zelda game. I'm not going to tell you which Zelda game it is, though. And another one's a music game. So, there you go. And this is the Lolo right here. It reminds me of Lolo from The Adventures of Lolo for the NES. That might be that's also made by HAL Laboratory, the same people who made this game, so I guess it makes sense. They put one of their other characters in this game. Basically, he brings out blocks, you shoot out you suck up the box and spit it back out at them. So, easy enough. We got little stuff in here. Now up there at the top left, there's energy right there, but top left, this is spicy food. For a limited time, you can shoot out fireballs like this, so just for a small limited time. So And hi Star, you just got on my video. I fucking not turning off Skype. But but like once when I start my next LP, I'll have the thing up to where y'all can actually start voting. And then when it has the most votes after I finish up the next LP, and this is the boss Lololo and his wife La La La, or girlfriend, whatever. Basically the same thing. You suck up the box and spit it back out. Nothing to it. Very easy. But and like I said, the one that has the most votes, and there's Lololo defeated. The one that has the most votes at the end of the voting period, what the next LP I do. I eventually want to do all the LPs that will be voted on. It's just whichever one gets voted on the most is the one that's what I'm going to be doing next. So, and it gives y'all a chance to see something y'all really want me to do instead of, you know, RPGs all the time. Oh, if y'all pick the RPG though, I mean, if y'all really like the RPGs, I'll play an RPG. So, I mean, I don't mind doing RPGs, but I just want to be. I mean, my channel is going to be mostly known for RPGs and Zelda, if I mentioned that before. Because I eventually want to do all the Final Fantasy games. This is called Float Island Level 3. And this boss is really cool when you get through the boss. Oh my god, I'm getting my ass kicked. Yeah, you can't use the beams and all that kind of stuff. Like I said, it's before you had the copy ability, so. Oh my god, I'm about to die. But it gives people a chance to see something they really want me to see play. And like I said, I want to do all the Zelda games and all the Final Fantasy games. I've done about 6 or 7 Zelda games already. And I'm working on a Final Fantasy game right now, so. But speaking of that, we did another big recording session yesterday, and as of yesterday, we have got 61 parts recorded. We have finished the first disc of the game, so we are actually done with the first disc of Final Fantasy VII. So there's a little secret path right here, and it takes you to a secret hidden area, which takes you to a 1-up. I was actually kind of looking for the energy, but I don't want to die. That's fine. It takes you back here. So yeah, so we actually are done with the first disc of that game. Now here it gets a little tricky. You have to. I have to go to the top while it's going down, and then here's where the energy's at. Right there, that maximum tomato. We fill your energy up to full. That's nice. So alright, so we've got the first disc done. So we're well on our way. First, second disc, and third disc is quite a bit shorter. So it's gonna. The game's not going to take as long now. The first disc is the long disc. I mean, we still got a lot of stuff to do. I still got off screen. I'm going to breed chocobos, get the gold chocobo, so we can get like knights around and all kinds of other extra stuff we can get that we can only get with the gold chocobo. And we got a lot of side stuff to do. We will be attempting both Emerald Weapon and Ruby Weapon. Whether we can defeat them or not, it's a completely different story, but that doesn't mean we're going to, not going to attempt them at least. We got a little bit of backtracking to do and all kinds of stuff, so we got plenty of stuff left to do, and this should take us right to the boss, so. But, yeah, but like I said, so, I should be starting my next LP, the miniature LP, and the voting should be starting on Thursday, and it should take about a week or so, because with my upload schedule, I alternate LPs, and this is the boss's Blimpo. Basically, you be flying through the air, and basically all you have to do is just dodge his cannonballs. It's a fun little boss. And then he'll charge at you sometimes, just move up or down, block his charge, and that's it. But, the way my upload schedule goes, I alternate every day. I do Final Fantasy VII one day, then I do my other LP one day, and all kinds of stuff kind of alternate. Sometimes I take a little day off for a little bit of a break or something like that. Like I did yesterday, I took a break to do some other stuff. So, and this is Fluffy Krauts. It's probably the hardest regular level of the game, because the boss is actually pretty decently hard too. And this is actually a decently hard level. But anyway, and you can't suck those up. Yeah, you gotta stay away from them too, because they will explode. But So if it takes me about 6 parts, that means it should take me about 12 days to upload to get the LP done, which means about 2 weeks of voting, and then a couple days after that, I'll announce the winner and get started on that whatever game gets voted. So it'd be nice to have the copy ability. So yeah, the copy ability to get debuted to the second game, Kirby's Adventure on the NES. This is a little tricky right here, that you have to stay up to dodge the boomerang that he throws. And like I said, I'll have it like in 3 different spots so we can vote. I'll post a video to the link. I'm probably gonna have like a link on the in the description, and so we can tell you where you can vote at. I'm gonna have like a little poll somewhere. I'm also gonna put it on the Let's Players on Facebook, and there's another little places I'm gonna put it at. So there'll be all kinds of opportunity. Everybody will get a chance to vote that sees it. So and me and the Laws 85 already have our next LP in mind for what we're going to do after we finish up Final Fantasy VII. In fact, one of the most recent videos I recorded, we actually posted our first clue. We announced our first clue, so pay attention out for that. I'm going to do 1 clue a disc, and this is the mini boss. This is basically, he shoots little cannonballs at you, then he swoops at you, basically, then he throws an enemy at you. Basically, stay on the left side of the screen, and when he gets out over here, he'll shoot the enemy, just shoot the enemy, swallow it, and then move back to the left side of the screen. And this is Mini Krakow. This boss is called mini boss is called Mini Krakow. Alright, so there's Mini Krakow defeated. It takes us up to the Star Place. Here, we kind of you don't have to have this, but it's easy to use this to get this up through this upcoming area, because there's a lot of blocks. Just stay on the lower side. And if I remember correctly, I think there's an extra man around here somewhere. No, there's not. It's just a bunch of energy. That's just something to use if you needed a lot of energy. So, but the first clue has been already announced. We're doing 1 clue per disc. It's going to be, since it's a 3-disc game, you'll hear 3 clues of our upcoming 4th co-op Let's Play. Now here, just with the spicy food, you have to dodge the shooting stars. And also there's going to be holes in the ground, so you just got to be careful with that. So just kind of fly over the holes. Just like that, and boom, there we go. And there is a secret room in this area, so it's not to the very top though, so you just gotta. Now notice that's the door to the boss. Go up to the moon. And then go up to the moon up here, that leads to a secret area where you can get a lot of energy and 1-ups if you need them, so boom. I don't need the energy, so I'm just going to grab the 1-ups. And that leads to this door, which leads to the boss anyway. So here we go. Now, as Mini Krakow turns into regular Krakow. Regular Krakow, he shoots beams all around his body, and he'll swoop down at you like that, and he'll float across the screen like that. He's really not that hard, so basically just kind of watch his movement, and you won't have any problems. That's basically the 3 things he does: is drop the enemies, shoot the beams, and swoop down at you, and then float across the screen. So you just gotta pay attention, just like that. So boom, 1 more hit, and it'll be done, and we can move on to the final area of the game. Boom, there we go. And that takes care of the 4 main levels. All we got left was 1 more level, which is the final area of the game where the final boss resides and stuff. But you got a couple things to do before you get... Stage 5, Mount DDD, where King DDD lives. Now, if y'all wanted to know the story of this game, the story of this game is King DDD steals all the food of Dreamland, where Kirby lives. So Kirby's going out to DD's castle to try to get all the food left before his people starve. But there's King DDD right there, but before you can get in, you have to go through all like little mini levels of the levels you've been through and fight the bosses again. These are just little mini levels, so it's like 1 little screen levels to and then you have to hit the little Kirby, which makes the Gordo right there disappear, and you can go in and fight the boss. That's really all you can do. Find the Kirby, fight the boss, and once you beat all 4 bosses, you can fight King DDD. And how the hell did I do that? So let's do that. But see, the first clue is already out for the next LP. Just pay attention to that, and we've already got everything we need for the next LP. And then once you beat it, it's closed. So now we can move on to lo 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 la la la. Basically here, just fly over here. Just fly through the very top. You might have there's the Kirby right there. Boom, and now we fight lo 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 and la la la. Very easy. I might die one time in the upcoming because King DD is actually decently difficult. He's not difficult per se, he just has a lot of health. So, there's La 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 gone. Oh, shit. So, once you get... he's decently difficult. I mean, he's not terribly difficult with his pattern. Once you figure out his pattern is easy, he's just got a lot of health. You gotta hit him. He's got way more health than 6. That's for sure, so. And there we go. Kirby, I mean, Lola Long, Lola Lola's gone. So that's what's coming up on my LPs and all that kind of stuff. I got a mini LP coming up to finish off a trilogy. I've already done 2 of the games. Like I said, of the trilogy. I'm going to be completing the first trilogy of the game. And then, like I said, while that's going on, there's going to be a vote going on for my next big project. And then whichever one gets the most votes will be the next LP I do. So just keep an eye out for that. I mean, there'll be all kinds of different directions where you can, places where you can find a poll. So there's no reason that you shouldn't be able to vote if, I'm going to be posting a video too, letting you know the poll's open and all that kind of stuff. So there should be no reason why, if you want to vote, that you shouldn't be able to vote. And that takes care of Blimpo. So let's go to this level. Basically, fall down here, avoid the enemies. At the very bottom, there's Kirby. Now we just got to fight Blimpo. I mean, Kracko one more time. Which still isn't even any harder than what he was the first time. I mean, he's still difficult, but... Ooh, I pushed the wrong button there. Alright, I died. First death of the game, and it's at the very end. Now you just gotta re-enter the level, and there we go. But there should be no reason for you to vote, or not be able to vote if you want to vote, because it's gonna be posted all over the place. And I want to see, I want to see a true, recollection of what people actually want to see. I mean, because, I hope the one that votes is one that actually people want to see, because because all the games I'm going to be putting up I really like, so it doesn't matter to me which one's going to be voted on, just I want to see something from y'all, see like what y'all truly want to see me do. So, and there's Kracko. So with all 4 bosses defeated, we can now finally go to King DDD. Just flop this, and here it is, the final boss. As you can see, he has a lot of boss. First thing he can do, he kind of like Kirby, he can swallow you up and spit you back out. He jumps up like this. You see little stars come out. That's what you do. You swallow up the stars and spit it back out at him. You can shoot him with this hammer. He can jump up the hammer if you're flying up while he's doing the hammer. He can suck you up. He can run into you. And two stars don't count for 2 attacks. I wish it was, but that's not the case. So let's see here. Jump up, and I have some more games in mind for my one-off series eventually, but this is just getting everybody used to the concept and getting everything ready, updated on my channel, and getting everything set up, and let y'all know what's exactly going on, because I want to see some participation for my first poll. So I want to be able to have a general consensus of what people want to see and stuff. So And like I said, so I hope this. All right, next tip. Whoever gets hit next is going to be the victor. Is it going to be Kirby? Is it going to be King DDD? It's going to be Kirby, of course. And there we go. We just beat the game. Nice little short little game, and King DDD falls out of his castle, flies out of the castle, and we have all 5 of the stars, which holds the food of Dreamland. Now we have all the food. Now how are we going to deliver all the food to the people? Kirby is going to actually puff up to gargantuan portions and carry the castle over Dreamland and drop the food. And you see all the food being dropped back to Dreamland. And that's Kirby's Dreamland, guys. Nice little game. Gives you, it was the debut of Kirby. And, like I said, it's a very simple game. I died once, but that's because it's a little bit harder to play the game while commentating, but I think I did pretty decent for the fact. So yeah, like I said before, polls open pretty soon. Probably Thursday or Friday. Yeah, today will be this video, and then tomorrow will be Final Fantasy VII. So yeah, Friday will be the start of my new LP, and the polls will open for the vote for my next big project. So, and like I said, Final Fantasy VII is also going pretty good too, because like I said, we just finished up the first disc. Kirby's Dreamland presented by HAL Laboratory Inc. and Nintendo. Hooray! Thank you for playing. Oh, you're welcome. So, let's keep that all in mind and all kind of stuff. And he's dropping all the food, and Kirby puffs up. And all the little Kirby people are cheering him. All their food's back. And he's like, yay. And he's like, bye-bye. So that's Kirby Dreamland, guys. That's my first episode of my new series, One Off. Like I said, it's One Off. It's just basically a video where I talk about my channel. It's a game I can finish up in one video. So, and I talk about the game a little bit too. But the extra game here is press A up and select on the title screen to start a new adventure. It's basically the same game, but you start with half health. Instead of starting with 6 life, you start with 3 life. And there's King DDD all pissed off. So when you start the game over, press A, select an up. It starts the game over, but instead of 6 life, you only start with 3. So I mean, if you want a little bit more of a challenge, you can do that. So I hope y'all enjoyed this video. This kind of a one-off update video. It's just giving you an idea of what's going on my channel. I'll see y'all with my next LP, which will be completing a trilogy. Like I said, I've already done the first and the second game of it. Complete the trilogy, and the polls will open really soon. When the first video gets recorded, and uploaded, I will start the poll immediately after that. So keep an eye out for that, and I will see y'all next time. Y'all have a good day.